it up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team steal it away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Off and rolling here on a Wednesday. I'm Brandon Beam hanging out with my guy, A-Ward Sports, Austin Ward. And looky, who's behind the glass tonight. We got our guy, Reimer, joined by Isaiah as well. It's been going on.
It's been a minute.
It has been.
I've missed you guys.
Missed you too, and you're not going to be here tomorrow or Friday or all of next week. So it's good to see you, and we'll see you again in a week and a half. Austin, happy Wednesday, buddy. What's happening?
I'm just glad we get 1 hour with him.
I know, me too.
It's a gift.
It's the golden goose right now.
He's been traveling the world.
Yeah. All over the dial right now.
Now he's stuck with us for the next hour.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
I'm stoked to be here.
I'm stoked to have you in.
Stoked for tomorrow morning at the Woody. We have the Rushmen.
Ooh.
Larry Johnson and the boys.
How about that?
Getting after it. Yeah. Lots of questions.
Okay. What's question number 1?
Oh, God.
Right from the hip, you, microphone, Larry Johnson, any defensive lineman you can imagine, what's the first question you're going to ask him?
I mean, I'm probably just going to go wherever Edric Houston is because it's going to be the most entertaining. But we've spent 7.5 months talking about the depth of this defensive line and who's going to be able to fill those spots on the 2 deep behind Edric Houston and Caden McDonald. And did Ohio State need to go into the portal? Should they have added help? Why didn't they add help? A lot of it was because they believe in the guys that were in here and that there weren't immediate upgrades that were clear and available to them in the transfer portal after spring practice. And as we've mentioned a couple of times since camp started, being, you see Eric Mensah doing some good things in flashes. You see Jason Moore doing good things in flashes. You see Tywan Malone looking
I'm excited for him this year.
As good as he's ever looked physically. And so what does that mean? How many guys does Larry Johnson believe are – I think that's the question. Because if you ask Larry Johnson, do you want to rotate? The answer ever since he got here has been yes.
The answer all through his career, let alone when he got here to Ohio State. The answer is yes, they will rotate.
And it's never changed, and it's never going to change. So I think you have to be more specific with that. Because if you ask him, how many guys do you think could play, he'll say everyone in his room. He recruits them for a reason. They're developed at Ohio State. They're developed by Larry Johnson. He trusts all of them or they wouldn't be at Ohio State. How many, if the game is on the line, do you legitimately trust is a different question. Because I've asked him variations of that in the past, and he said, well, 14 guys can play. No, that's not the reality. You're not going to play 14 guys.
We've never seen that.
It's never happened. It's great to have confidence, and that's why his room steadfastly believes in his leadership, because he pours it back into them. But you need to figure out, all right, which of these, there's 5 defensive ends that are in consideration. You can see roles for all of them. Maybe they will all play. How many of those guys at defensive tackle are in position to legitimately help Ohio State on August 30th, specifically against Texas? And I think that's the question that we've got to get to the bottom of. And we may not on Thursday.
Well, they may not be at a time and a place.
Because Saturday.
The answer might be 5 right now, or the answer might be 6. And by the time you get through Saturday, Austin, the answer might be 4 or 8. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah, and I understand that. We're always we want to microwave the results. We want to get to the end. And I definitely know that Saturday's scrimmage is going to be critical for basically the entire depth chart. Ryan Day's made that clear. Like, everything is up for grabs this week. We focus on the quarterback. The first couple days of this week, you and I on the Buckeye Show have talked about the offensive line. It goes to every position on the roster. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is going to start, and Caleb Downs is going to start, and Davis Nigbenosin and Sonny Styles. Like, we know most of these starting jobs are locked up.
We can piecemeal a roster together.
But the reason that there is so much intrigue right now going into scrimmage number 2 this weekend, specific to tomorrow morning's conversation with the defensive line, is like, okay, we know who's likely to start. You have Kenyatta Jackson back. Caden Curry's been waiting for 3+ years for this opportunity on the edge. Edric Houston is a 5-star who didn't quite make the knees buckle for Ryan Day on signing day, but it was on the heels of that, and it was every bit of a sigh of relief for the Buckeyes when he landed here. And Caden McDonald, you just cannot talk to a single Ohio State offensive player who does not bring up Caden McDonald's impact in practice.
But I want the reason why I feel like we've spent the amount of time this offseason talking about the defensive line is because it's very unique in the situation in the way that Larry Johnson rolls them out. You don't see guys take 90% of the snaps. I don't know. I would have to go back and look last year at what
last year was heavier than normal.
It was heavier than normal. You're right about that, but I still don't know what the snap percentage was for Tyreek and Ty Hamilton. I don't know exactly if it was 60%, if it was 65%. I know when you got into the college football playoff, those guys were out there a ton. But when you break it down through all the games they played in the regular season and then the postseason, I'm not sure. But it was very different than anything we had traditionally seen since Larry Johnson had been here. And that was always constantly Austin rotating these guys. And that's why I think this position group is one of the more fascinating ones that we have this season.
Yeah, last year was definitely the exception to the Larry Johnson rule. I was actually looking at snap counts for defensive ends literally this morning. And because I was writing about Kenyatta Jackson and thinking about, the impact. And I was asked at Letterman Row, like, can Kenyatta Jackson be, a all first team All Big Ten performer? What's the ceiling?
We'll answer that question coming up.
We'll certainly get into that. But as part of my research, like, well, what's the standard to get to that point? How many snaps is he going to play? How can he acclimate to that level? And how is it different? And Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau were basically playing 75% of the snaps last year for Ohio State, roughly. Not every single, it's not perfect, but for most games, because I got to the end and I was like, well, Kenyatta Jackson was actually playing more snaps than I remembered last year. Not just in the playoff run, and that was skewed a little bit by JT Tuimoloau's ankle injury. But it was like, yeah, he was averaging 15 to 20 snaps a game. That's pretty good. And then you look at Jack and JT, it was like 56, 60, 65, 70. And that's unusual for a Larry Johnson group.
Just to give you an idea of last year, because I've got it in front of me right now. Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau last year for total snap counts. And remember, JT missed some time, had a little bit of an ankle injury, right?
Yep.
Foot injury, ankle injury. Jack Sawyer had 697 plays, total plays last year for Ohio State.
That's a lot of plays.
JT Tuimoloau, 664. Kenyatta Jackson, 314. Caden Curry, 229. So I'm literally more than double with what JT and Jack were doing last year.
Yeah. So, for Kenyatta, that's, whatever, around 30% of the snaps. Mm-hmm. It was maybe 67, 70% to that. And Caden Curry being less involved than Kenyatta was.
Ty Hamilton played 668 snaps last year.
They leaned so heavily on Ty in the middle. And I think that is why it's not sustainable. They were really good in the postseason, like really, really good. But Tyreek was dealing with injuries and having to play through that, and that's not ideal. Now, those were 4 veteran dudes. Like, all of them spent 4 years developing in Ohio State. All of them came back to win a national championship, and none of them would accept, you know what, can you just take a little back seat over here so we can plan for the future? No, that's not what I'm here for. And, this is given the relative inexperience, Caden and Kenyatta are both seniors. Caden McDonald is in his third year. They're maybe not in a position to like bang the table and demand that I'm going to be out there for 70% of the snaps.
To your point, and I think the natural conversation about this defensive line room, that if you combine Caden McDonald, Edric Houston, Hero Kanu, who played a good amount last year, who's not here, who's on Texas, Tywan Malone, Jason Moore, Will Smith, and Eric Mensah all together, they did not have as many snaps as Tyreek Williams did, let alone Ty Hamilton.
And that's
combined.
Yeah, no, it's so much experience that's walking out the door. So it's a multifaceted conversation here when we've talked about the depth of defensive tackle. They're relatively inexperienced, definitely inexperienced compared to a year ago, but even by most normal Ohio State standards, they haven't played. They don't have the body of work built up. They're not near the 2,000 rep club that you always try to get to if you're an Ohio State defender and or anyone on the roster, so that you've earned the benefit of the doubt and you might not need as much practice time or whatever down the road. But these guys all have to play, which is why we talked about Edric Houston missing that time in the first week. Yeah, it gave Larry Johnson a chance to play some of these other guys and build depth, get more experience in scrimmage situations and team periods. Mm-hmm. But Edric Houston still needs it too. He had 7 tackles last year. That's it. So what's the next step look like for those guys who are actually the starters?
Monstrous. And I think those are the expectations, that they're going to be fantastic. And if you listen to anyone, you listen to the offensive lineman talk, like we heard from yesterday, like these guys are pushing us. And Phillip Daniels and Ethan Onion were like, it's a lot different competition than we faced at Rice and then what we faced at Minnesota. And like both those guys were adamant about it. But the question, we just haven't seen it. Like, it's there. That's the standard. We know that it's in the room. It's around us.
The standard, it's what?
The standard, I believe the saying goes, the standard is the standard.
Oh, my.
And so all the questions that we have, Austin, they go out the window because those guys don't care about that, right? They're looking at it totally different, saying it's our time to shine. Like, it's go time for us now.
Yeah, and the opportunity's in front of them. You know, for Kenyatta Jackson, for Caden Curry, they never envisioned having to be that patient for their opportunity to come along. It's not quite the same thing for Edric Houston and Caden McDonald, but everybody, all four of them, know that those seniors are gone. And the success of this team, if you're going to win a national championship, there is no mystery. You have to be good in the trenches.
It's a must.
So here's the pressure. You play at Ohio State. You chose Ohio State. You chose Larry Johnson. Everything is
Larry
here.
Johnson chose you.
Larry Johnson chose you for the fourth thing there. All these things are working together. But now there's no safety net for you. This is what you wanted. This is the expectation. This is that standard. Are you going to meet it or not? Because if you don't, then the attacking the championship of defending the crown, that's not going to work. These guys have to go do it. It has to start up front.
We'll stick with the defensive line. Austin, your question of the day surrounds Kenyatta Jackson. We'll try to answer that coming up next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We're the highest rated sports radio station in America. There's no joke there. We just are. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Now is a great time to schedule a back-to-school dental appointment. Dr. Hal Jeter, president of the Ohio Dental Association, is here to tell us more.
Your child's teeth and gums need the right food, nutrition, and vitamins to grow strong and stay healthy. Help them maintain good oral health by brushing every morning and night, flossing, visiting the dentist twice a year, and developing good eating habits. As kids head back to school, it's important to know that foods and drinks high in sugar, acidity, and other cavity-promoting substances are often low in nutritional value, and they have the potential to create plaque capable of damaging tooth enamel. A back-to-school dental appointment can diagnose any potential problems and improve your child's oral health. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state, are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care, are bound by the highest ethical standards, and obtain superior ongoing education and training. Ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know you are being treated by the best. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit ODA.org.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium presented by Experience Columbus. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium into the press box and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium tours offer a variety of options and pricing. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour. Ohio Stadium Tours, presented by Experience Columbus.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Common Man and Timmy.
My back hurt from putting today. But Warrior Dash, you want me to roll around and run up the warped wall. Get out of your damn mind.
Let's go.
Common Man and Timmy Afternoons on the Fan is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports.
As America's largest custom home builder, Schumacher Homes believes a top-quality home should be affordable for everyone in the Buckeye State. We work with the leading architects to bring you the latest in design, and then you have the ability to make changes. Not just selecting finishes, but moving walls, adding rooms, literally customizing anything from the ground up. It's a misconception that custom homes have to be expensive. We work within your budget to build an amazing home on your land. Visit SchumacherHomes.com or any of our 9 Ohio locations. Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
Fan weather
from the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly sunny, warm, and breezy on this Wednesday with a few scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Some heavy rain possible. Overnight, we'll see a few pockets of fog early and Thursday morning. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. During the day, more sunshine than clouds, light winds, and lower humidity. Highs in the low to mid 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Are we drinking the scarlet and gray Kool-Aid? You bet we are. You're listening to the Buckeye Show.
Hanging out here tonight with my guy, Austin Ward. Let's go to the YouTube chat. You can always find us on YouTube. Type in 971 The Fan on there. Hit like and subscribe, I believe, is the term.
That's what you need to do. And then you can hit the bell notification. You can find out anytime there's a new episode of The Beat or Snap Judgments.
That's right.
They're going to go right to you.
You can listen and watch you and Berm every day, all day, and then at 6 o'clock in the evening, you can
We don't make that much content.
Well, I mean...
We do make a lot.
You make enough content where I can ride the stationary bike in my basement and feel comfortable after I get done.
Do you know what? I recorded... Spoiler alert.
Oh, no.
3 Things Thursday today. Okay. And I was watching the clock. How long are we going? But I try very hard to keep the beat 20 to 25 minutes every day. We found that's the sweet spot. That's what people like.
Yeah.
Good engagement on it. And then you told me yesterday that you were riding the stationary bike on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just zoomed right past 25 minutes. We just hit 30 minutes. We better wrap this up. No, I'm going to milk this outro a little bit longer.
Tick, 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 tick.
So enjoy your 33-minute ride tomorrow morning.
Well, the good news for you is that William is not at daycare tomorrow, so I won't be riding the bike. I could when he takes a nap.
Just save it for that.
Yeah. Or I can just backload them all until Monday when we start our first week.
It won't make any sense. It's getting ready for the scrimmage on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, it'll make sense. And then I could listen to getting ready for the scrimmage, and then
were these guys right?
Yeah, let's see how correct or incorrect that they were. So you can always hop on the YouTube page. Great chat as always. Thanks for everybody for watching and commenting. I got a question from TE here. It said, are you guys more confident in the offensive line or defensive backfield? I think it's a fantastic question, and I think that we only have an hour-long show tonight, and I think we should do that at a later point. Because I think you could do an hour on which one you have higher expectations for. Early inclination for me, though, and maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment and hearing all the offensive linemen talk yesterday, I think I got to go like 55-45 advantage O-line.
Yeah, I think I'm probably the other way. And I can't wait to answer this question because I'm not back in here till Tuesday, so that's not going to work for me.
We are not here next Monday, by the way. It's the Buckeye season preview show. So it's just Buckeye Roundtable, but it's a different title.
Here's the reason for me, Beam. I think that, and I have raved about the offensive line, the depth, 7, 8, 9, 10 guys that can play. That's great. I think the key difference is if we're sitting here right now on a Wednesday night getting ready for scrimmage number 2, you know who's going to be playing in the starting lineup for the Ohio State defensive secondary.
Yeah.
You have a proven commodity at corner in Davison Igbinosun. You have 2 years of experience for Jermaine Matthews to hold down that other job.
I'm really excited for him this year.
You have some configuration at nickel where Lorenzo Styles is experienced. It has, some of it hasn't been great experience, but he's learned from it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have
also learning the position because when he was at Notre Dame, he was a wide receiver.
You have, Aaron Scott and Bryce West, both adding options at corner and at nickel. And then between Malik Hartford and Jalen McClain, you have 2 more guys that expand. It's not a safety-driven defense anymore, but both of those guys have, one's an Iron Buckeye in Jalen McClain, and Malik Hartford has been a training camp marvel. 2 years ago, he won a job coming out of camp as a true freshman. Now, it was up and down since then. There were injuries a year ago, plus he was behind 2 NFL draft picks in Jordan Hancock and Lathan Ransom. Yeah. And then, oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned that the best defensive player in America is also patrolling that secondary.
Who can also play nickel.
And I really can't wait to get into that with Matt Patricia and Matt Guerreri next week because, and I know that they won't directly answer it, but I'd like to know how you determine what situations you would use Caleb Downs in the big nickel and why, which I think they're more likely to answer that question than like, hey, how many times are you going to use this? Or how many snaps are you going to play there? Like, I know
how
that
many snaps is he getting running back?
Yeah, 0. But I think that's going to be really interesting because then Caleb Downs opens up different options for, maybe getting Fahim Delane or Leroy Roker involved at safety or moving around some of these other pieces. If he's at nickel, what does that mean for, a Styles or an Aaron Scott or Bryce West? Like, that group has just as much depth in the secondary.
Yes, they do.
But the roles, such as they are more clearly defined than they are right now for the Ohio State offensive line, which I think is going to be awesome. But if you're asking me who would I bet being the best unit in America between those two, that would be the secondary.
Yeah, it's a lean for me for offensive line. But you know what? I think both have terrific reasons, so thanks for the question.
You're just a sucker for the slobs.
I love that. I love the offensive line play. What can I say? What can I say, Austin?
You know ball.
I don't know ball that much, but I know that when I watch a football game, I'm watching the offensive line. That's the thing I'm watching. Before we get to your question today, got 2 of these to go over.
Yeah, we did. SP did a good job.
Whoa, that was the wrong cut. Reimer, someone overwrote your black stripe alert. We had 2 black stripe alerts.
I just put a new one in there.
Oh, you did? Okay.
You renamed it to keep you on your toes.
Because I found that same instance where it was not there anymore.
Is it this one? All right. Hey, good job. I don't even know who was talking in that fake black stripe alert, but that was the real one.
That was CJ Barnett. Oh, the fake one? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know who was talking in that.
I know who was talking in the real one.
I do too. It was CJ Barnett.
It should be low enough now that it won't happen again.
You just put don't delete next to it. That's what I do in cuts that I just want to keep in our system. 2 of them to go over today. One guy who we talked about extensively yesterday, Austin, and one guy who could be mentioned in your question of the day, Philip Daniels, shed his black stripe today over at Buckeye Camp, along with Ohio State transfer and another transfer guy, Bo Atkinson. Both of those guys shedding their black stripes today, officially becoming Buckeyes.
Welcome to Philip Daniels Week on the Buckeye Show. Make it 3 days in a row talking about him and his rise and tenacity. He's earned his way here. I mean, if you're in the mix for an Ohio State starting job, you're heading into the second scrimmage fighting to be the right tackle.
You're right there.
Pretty good chance that stripe is coming off. And it is a reminder as well, again, not a knock. His spring was inconsistent. He was finding his footing. He was trying to find his way, understanding what the level of competition was going to be like. Had those good snaps during the winter against Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau that helped his confidence, but it was up and down. And now you're just seeing this comfort level both on the field and off the field with Philip Daniels taking off. And clearly the coaching staff, the teammates, they've all recognized that. So you earn that honor. Bo Atkinson wasn't here in spring. So he's done this now in 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be the third Thursday of camp. So 2 full weeks into it, and he didn't need the full 2 weeks to get to that point. He is even if you just look at the picture online, he is a tall dude. He is a wide dude. He is a strong dude. I know that Mickey Marotti and some of the strength staff, I talked to them about him. It's like, yeah, he's just strong.
He gets
His country strong.
Yeah.
So, I think the next step for him will be showing if he can continue to rush the passer and get after it. He had 7 sacks at North Carolina a year ago. They didn't all, if you dig deeper into it, that production didn't necessarily come against the meat of North Carolina's schedule. So
Still produced, though.
He did, and that helps. You have that experience somewhere that tells you can do it.
Shamar Stewart had 3 of them, and you guys took him with first pick.
I didn't do that. I didn't ask for that, okay?
Hey, reports at Bengals camp that he's looking really good, and he banged up Joe Burrow and got Ted Karras, I think, all hot and bothered today.
Why did you do this to me?
I don't know.
The point is, if you're asking him to go out there and stop the run with that frame, high likelihood that he's going to do that. I think the next thing, and I can't wait to talk to Larry Johnson about that and what they identified, what they evaluated, why they felt I think we know what the need was. You can never have too many options because there is a little bit of a bet on, there's uncertainty there with how much pass rush you're going to get out of these guys who haven't done it consistently yet for Ohio State. But I think Atkinson fits in that same boat. You're still taking a bet on the future potential that he can make that jump here because there is examples of him doing it. But is it week after week after week against the best teams in a playoff scenario? No. So that's encouraging that you get to this point 2 weeks in and the black stripe comes off.
Well, to be fair to him, there's not a lot of programs like that in America.
No, I get that for sure. It's not like there were 2 sacks against Clemson or there was another one against, NC State or he did this against Miami.
Sure.
That's the only point I make. I'm not trying to nitpick it. I just want to be realistic about it. They didn't bring in Joey Bosa. They're still trying. No, they didn't.
Okay.
They're trying to.
Would have been cool.
It would have been awesome if he was available in the portal. They're hoping that they can get, some level of production. If they get the same thing, if it's 7 sacks,
you are
you're through the moon.
Yeah, absolutely, you are. You're over your gourd.
And I'm not going to go out there and say he can't do that. He's been here for 2 weeks.
On, give me a bold P.
My bold prediction is that Kenyatta Jackson is going to be amazing. So let's take it one at a time. I just want to be, as you said, I want to be fair to him, and I want to be fair in the way that we're talking about it. I don't want to put unreasonable expectations on somebody just because.
Come on, dude.
Look at the numbers.
Good. Come on, jump in the water.
Fine, whatever.
7.5.
25.
Okay, good. Just shattering every record ever.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
you told me to do it.
I did.
Now I'm on the record. Great.
Yeah. Now we have Reimer. Make sure you highlight this time and day.
Delete it.
It's going to live forever.
This file goes under please delete.
You know it. One Power 4 team got a massive financial gift today. We'll tell you about that here in the Pulse in 2 minutes. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
As a former pro athlete, confidence has always been key for me on and off the field. And that's why I chose CAP for my NeoGraft treatment. They've got a great reputation. After doing my research, I knew I could trust the team right here in town. The staff was professional, answered every question, and made the whole process smooth and stress-free. The results are natural. It fit my busy schedule, and I already feel more confident. CAPS made it easy, judgment-free, and honestly, one of the best decisions I've made. Visit CAPS today at experiencecaps.com.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. And no matter what tasty choice you make, our low prices add up to big savings. Plus, you get over $600 in digital coupons each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump and points. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hey, just want to tell you, dropping 25 pounds with Awaken 180 can give you 10 extra degrees of golf swing rotation. About a half a club longer, 6 to 10 extra yards every swing. But from experience, lose 75 pounds like I did. We're talking next level distance, consistency, even mood. Every pound you drop takes 4 pounds of pressure off your knees. Plus 300 pounds of pressure off mine. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Online at Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Great restraint there.
.com. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you for telling me that. So just to tell you, Last night we were talking about permutations of the Ohio State offensive line.
Sure were.
I went home. I asked my wife. I said, hey, can you do a math problem for Austin and me? And she said, what kind of math problem is it pertaining to? And I said, what kind of math problem do you think it's pertaining to? She goes, I'm guessing something with Ohio State. I said, yes, that's correct, Mayor. So I asked her. I said, I don't know how to put this into a formula. I have no clue. I don't even think I ever took this kind of math in life. I said, if Ohio State, and they're adamant that they have 10 or 11 guys that can play across the board at mostly every position, there's 5 starting spots. How many permutations is that for different combinations among the Ohio State offensive line? She did the math on it. She said if there's 11 guys who they feel confident in, and that's the number, or if there's 10 guys that they feel confident and that's the number, the difference with 10 guys compared to 11, 10 is 32,000 different combinations they could roll out on the offensive line. 11 is like 55,000 different combinations they can roll out. You asked for some hard-hitting math for some Buckeyes, and you got it. Permutations of the Ohio State offensive line.
Now, you gave me the results of this equation.
I did.
And I said, well, but Carson Hinsman has one of them.
Yes.
So run it again.
You want me to do that tonight?
No, I'm just kidding. I know that it's like a crazy amount because you just run through one's going to be at left guard or right guard. Like, well, that's suddenly 2 different ones right there. Like, we can keep going. We don't have to. That's how it all works. I think people out there probably understand math better than we do.
Yeah, that's not our strong
But the point is that there are a lot of options.
I didn't think it would be that much. Did you think it would be 32,000 different combinations?
Yeah, I think I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, good mental math.
Yeah, I had it I was scribbling on the back of the napkin last night.
I looked at her.
I had like 31,000.
Oh, you were close.
I wrote them all out, though. I wasn't doing an equation. I listed Sareveld.
And it took up the entire
Yeah,
house.
I was still working on it when you just sent me that. Mayor did this in 35 seconds.
It was Rust Cole when he opens up the garage door in True Detective and just numbers and different permutations of the Ohio State offensive line.
Was all I could think of.
I even asked her, and I'm like, what is this math called? She goes, well, it's permutations. I'm like, no. What is it? Is it like algebra or is it geometry? And she goes, I think it's like algebra. And I'm like, well, you're the math teacher. You should know this. She goes, it's its own thing. She goes, it's not algebra. It's permutations.
It's permutations, dude.
Said, it's math. It's all math to me.
We should put this on state tests.
Yeah. No, we shouldn't. No,
Why not?
It was way too They probably do put it on state tests.
How many different combinations of offensive linemen will play at Ohio State?
And if you know what? If you were listening to the show tonight, you would know. That should be the fan poll for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Reimer, what do you got for us tonight, buddy?
So Bruce Feldman put out his list of college football coaches that are on the hot seat this season, and he has 6 coaches from the SEC on his list.
What? It's the greatest league in the world.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Let me guess the SEC coaches.
Okay.
Sam Pittman.
Yes.
Hugh Freeze.
Mm-hmm. The golfer.
Billy Napier's on there.
Yep.
Brian Kelly's on there.
Yep.
That's 4. I need to get to 2 more. Lane's not on there.
Should be.
Kalen DeBoer's on there.
He is not.
Oh, he's not on there. Well, that's the different expectations for Bama Land and everyone else.
Surely he didn't turn on his boy Mark Stoops.
Mark Stoops has got to be on there.
He absolutely did.
I feel like there's one that's on the Super Hops. Brent Venables.
Yep.
It's got to be Brent Venables.
They've been getting a lot of hype.
Okay, those are your 6, right?
Of those 6, who would you put on the hottest seat for this season?
Austin, why is the answer Brent Venables?
Well, probably because he's dramatically underachieved. Oklahoma ramped up its investment in the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
He's already shown to be incompetent managing this program. And Oklahoma has one of the highest expectations for its athletic department, more specifically its football team, than anywhere in the country. And the transition to the SEC has been incredibly difficult for them.
It's only been 1 year.
And the recruiting has dropped off accordingly.
It's only been 1 year.
Okay. You don't... How many chances do you think you get in Norman?
Not a lot.
Yeah. He's already burned through a couple. So it's not going to last long here.
I think it's fascinating to look at Brent Venables in Oklahoma. And I understand the correlation and look at everything he did down at Clemson and when he got hired, I'm like, that's a pretty good hire by Oklahoma. Let's see, Brent Venables finally getting away from Dabo, but you go back and you kind of get into the time machine. You could tell Brent Venables to stay at Clemson. If you were to give him some truth serum, I think he probably would have stayed, Austin, and he wouldn't have gone back.
When we had a couple of those Ohio State-Clemson showdowns and Brent Venables is available for, defensive coordinator day, media availability, it's like at that time he was like, well, I make $3 million. I love being at Clemson. Don't have to handle some of the head coaching responsibilities. Every time he talked, I was like, I came away Brent Venables gets it. He knows that he's probably not going to be good at it. And this is before he got to Oklahoma.
And there's a lot of coaches like that, Austin, like fantastic position coaches. And then they get elevated to coordinator. Fantastic coordinators. And then you see it time and time again, whether it's college football, but more specifically the NFL, that a lot of these guys who are great coordinators, I mean, you name whatever name you want that didn't work out in the NFL for coordinator and then goes to be a head coach and gets fired after a season and a half or 2 years. Like I feel like the list is endless on that front.
Or go look at Clemson assistants when they leave Dabo and their track record. I had, because my father, a former Oklahoma season ticket holder and, current massive Ohio State fan and also Sooner supporter, it's like, I've heard Brent Venables talk about not taking this job before. He's like, I don't like this. I'm like, yeah, way to pay attention. He's not going to be a good head coach.
All right, let's play hypothetical then here. If Oklahoma does have the season we're expecting them to have, they don't have the season that they're expecting to have, Brent Venables is fired, who's next man up for them? Because, I mean, that's a big, powerful institution. They're still not going to be taking any pay cuts when it comes to finding a new coach. It will be a national search. It'll be a massive name who takes that.
It will be.
Right?
It'll be Josh Heupel.
Whoa, baby. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I led you into that lair.
It's a trap.
Yes, it was.
And I walked in willfully.
Yes, you did. Anyone on the Big Ten in this list, Reimer? No one?
There was one. Let me pull up.
Mike Loxley, got to be.
It was up here a little bit.
It's got to be Mike Loxley.
That seat is on fire.
Yeah,
yep, absolutely.
It's
Maryland.
Is it him?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we know the names of guys who are on hot seats.
Mike Gundy is on the list.
Mike Gundy should be on the list.
At Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he absolutely should be on the list because the last couple of years for them has not been fantastic. What else you got for us tonight, Reimer?
So there's apparently some pretty generous people in the world. There actually is. David Booth, a donor of Kansas, gifted the university $300 million.
Woo!
So will this help make Kansas more than a basketball school?
It's tough. It's a tough job. I think
sounds like he's saying no.
I think that
it is going to the athletics.
I think that Lance Leipold has done a terrific job there, and they did what they needed to do to secure his contract for a long time over there in Kansas. It's just a hard place to get guys to come and play football at. And I know that they have a list of fantastic alums, and they had a great season a couple of years ago, and they're trying everything that they can. I don't think that this obviously hurts. Anytime you drop $300 million into the coffers of an athletic department and say, go wild with it, have fun. But if you're talking about Kansas becoming like a Texas Tech, I don't think that that's a good comparison at all.
Yeah, it just depends on how they allocate it.
Correct.
And
they're doing awesome stuff at their stadium. Like, it looks sweet now.
But that's the point. If this money has to go towards resources and building facilities, things like that, which you would assume that it does, because there's not a way that, given the house settlement, given NIL Go, given the cap on, student revenue sharing, that they could just say, well, here's $300 million, go build the best roster in college football. And I know that there are workarounds. I know that there's questions about that. You brought up Texas Tech, but what kind of facility could they build for the football program that would make people want to go play football in Lawrence that haven't before? I don't think that exists.
Yeah, because you look around and you look at Georgia and you look at Ohio State and Texas, LSU, like every team with nice facilities, like how much nicer can you get? And I know that a couple of years ago, Austin, it was the arms race, right? We talked about, we got to have a waterfall over in your facility, and you got to have like reclining lockers.
Got to have a putt-putt.
And now I feel like you're hearing less and less about that, even though Texas just unveiled a new locker room. Ohio State did it a couple of years ago over at the Woody, and they're constantly going through renovations over there and putting different stuff in. And that's still part of the equation. But it's shifted from the amenities for now the college athlete to how much money are you going to pay me? So we've had a total shift in what they wanted, which was amenities, to now, well, how much money are you going to pay me? I don't care what your amenities are.
Yeah.
Texas Tech's facility is awesome, too, by the way.
Yeah, and but it doesn't change the fact that they're located in Lubbock, and it won't change the fact that the Jayhawks play in Lawrence, Kansas. And I've been to Lawrence. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Not a hotbed necessarily for college football. And it's never going to change. They love basketball. There's nothing wrong with that. And I don't think if you asked Kansas fans,
what would you rather be good at?
Like, how much would you like to allocate towards basketball and how much would you like for football? They'd say, well, how about $299 million for basketball so that we never lose? And let's give Lance $1 million. We like that guy. Get him a quarterback and see what he can do with it.
Okay.
And they would be like, cool.
And that might be what they do.
Probably will be.
I have no clue what their strategy is.
They're going to build a third indoor basketball facility, practice facility.
They're going to make the Fog Allen Fieldhouse, turn it into a capacity of 50,000.
That's right.
It'll be the largest indoor stadium in the world.
Just going to build a second one in Kansas City.
Yeah. And the Chiefs are going to move to Lawrence. Our guy, Neal Shipley, he's heading to the big tour. We'll do that in hashtag Buckeyes next. It's the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
We're known for three things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain, and it's the Toyota National Sales Event all month long at Toyota West. With over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of no payments for 90 days, and every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. No payments for 90 days. Deferred payment. Interest accrued at time of inception with approved credit. Expires 8/31.
Skyline is introducing a new chicken chili. Come get that world-famous Skyline flavor you love with a new protein option. Try the new Skyline chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. At Columbus Skyline locations only while supplies last.
It's your final splash of the season at Zoombezi Bay. Ride the new conservation tower one last time and splash in for just $19.99 after 4 p.m. Get your tickets at ZoombeziBay.com.
Zoombezi Bay. It's Kubota Orange Days. From America's #1 selling compact tractor to zero-turn mowers and versatile RTVs, get your perfect match delivered to your door. Now through June 30th, get 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months or up to $3,500 off BX23S tractors. See the details at KubotaOrangeDays.com.
Visit BuckeyeKubotaDealers.com to find a dealer near you.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now, community banking is the lifeblood of the American financial system, building strong, lasting relationships. We're just better able to help guide you down life's road. Flexibility is paramount to success. Community banking is alive and well in the Heartland. I'm Scott McComb. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium, presented by Experience Columbus. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offer a variety of options and pricing. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour. Ohio Stadium Tours, presented by Experience Columbus.
The Fan is the official station of summertime. Sipping on a lemonade, the smell of fresh-cut grass in the air, and Common Man playing fart noises on the radio.
Was that a fart?
Ah, summer. The Fan, Ohio's summer destination.
Get eco.
ECO. Hey, Aaron, I've been thinking.
You came up with a new invention?
No, I've been pondering a problem.
Is it anything I can help you with?
I'm not sure.
Tell me.
I've been thinking about our scuba diving plumbers.
Get Eco.
ECO. They dive right in and fix the problem.
That's the problem.
You lost me.
The problem with being extremely good at something is that you make it look easy.
You're worried that people think plumbing is easy?
Well, our extremely very good plumbers sure make it look easy.
Get Eco.
ECO. Don't worry, Jerry. Sooner or later, most people try to fix their own plumbing problem.
I can testify to that.
Jerry, did you try to fix it yourself?
Yeah.
Don't give it another thought, buddy. I'll send somebody over right now.
Get Eco.
ECO.
You're a real friend, Aaron.
Eco scuba diving plumbers, genius electricians, and you can always trust our HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Call the plumbing, heating, and cooling technicians at The Waterworks and header today. Call 614-232-2222. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Inside Edge is coming up next, right at 7 o'clock. Saw Bobby Mack tweet out earlier. Denton Matejchuk going to be on the Inside Edge tonight. Big expectations for him in Columbus this year.
That hockey's going to be here before you know it.
Yeah, it sure is.
You'd never know it when you're walking around in the middle of the afternoon and it's 1,000 degrees outside.
No, those guys are working. We're getting close.
Grinding.
And I know what Jackets insider Jeff Svoboda's doing. He's not working. He took Dottie to Scotland with him on his trip.
Unbelievable. Pops over 2 weeks ago. We're doing the show over at Yogi's.
Which will be there tomorrow with Murph.
And
probably.
Yeah, I can't come next week because I'm going to Scotland. I'm going to go play St. Andrews. Oh, well, is that why you're here? You could have texted us.
Literally just rub it in our face.
Just come over here to rub it in. And then right before we go on the air today, say, hey, look at this. I took over my Central Ohio two-man scramble league ball marker. I'm using it at St. Andrews today.
Thanks, Jeff.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
#Buckeyes.
Wouldn't have gone anyways because we're right in the thralls of training camp.
Yeah.
Which is why he's able to go because he's not in the thralls of training camp.
He's about to be. He missed the marathon because what do they have? Like rookie development camp or something?
Camp, yeah.
On the 4th of July weekend?
What is that? It's terrible.
It's anti-American.
Yeah, come on. Last time I checked, the Canadian team didn't win the cup for the last, 30-some years. Nobody should be able to practice on July 4th.
No.
Come on. No dev camps. Just move it to the next week. It'll be fine. Saw this today. How about our guy, Neal Shipley? Did enough on the Corn Ferry Tour this year to secure, as one of the top 20 players on the Corn Ferry Tour, a full-time exemption next year into the PGA Tour. Way to go, Neal. I mean, that's
elite.
Great, man. That's awesome. Think about the last season he had at Ohio State, and, man, he was just a rocket ship, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Got into, the Final Four, I think, in the match play for the NCAA championships. Ohio State did.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State did. Forget who they lost to in that Final Four, but it was pretty dramatic. Came down to the last match. Neal already had his kind of sewn up. I think Maxwell did as well. Leaves Ohio State. Obviously has his viral moment with Tiger Woods as the low am at Augusta National, and then goes on from there to become one of he's, first of all, official world golf rankings. He's a top 100 player in the world, Neal Shipley is. And now is a full-time PGA Tour member.
I think he was, and he might be the only Corn Ferry Tour member that I've ever seen with his own club endorsement and commercial. You see him already on the Golf Channel.
He's a lovable fella.
With that, I don't think it's a great commercial for Ping, but he's in it.
It's a commercial.
It's a commercial, and he's in it. Like, how many people are actually aware of Neal Shipley and his prowess on the links? Or like, who is this guy who's trying in a classroom talking about Ping golf clubs? I'm very confused. It's great for him. I've loved my experiences talking to him, been following his career.
He's terrific. Gonna follow him. I'm sure he'll have a massive following.
He was in the Netflix documentary.
Yeah. He'll have a massive following at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship. I know that.
Yeah, I can't wait to go out and hopefully catch a little bit of that and watch him a little bit. It's very cool for him. And we went out, they did a bunch of interviews before he went to the Masters and, chatted with him for 15, 20 minutes about that experience. He had no idea what was waiting for him there, and the way his life was going to change.
Well,
that's why he was in the documentary. It was because he played with Tiger.
He did play with Tiger.
And he played so good. He was the low am.
He was the low am, and I think he was the only amateur to make the cut on the weekend.
Yeah, he already had it sewn up.
So he already had it sewn up by Friday night, which already is a terrific honor. Like, I get to play the weekend at Augusta National. I am the low am. It's going to be pretty low stress.
Can't make the money.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. It's not low stress when you're playing at the Masters, but I get to play in the weekend, and I already won low-am. I get to sit in Butler Cabin on Sunday afternoon. Oh, yeah, here, by the way, Neal, go play with Tiger Woods.
Now, that probably did add a little stress.
I would think.
It flipped there.
Yeah, but don't you think that would be cool? Where would you be at between the stress argument and the cool meter? Like, it would...
and it was Tiger on a Sunday.
Of course it
Augusta.
was. It's like Sunday red.
You saw
wasn't
the red
in contention, but still, it doesn't matter. It's Tiger Woods. Biggest galleries. I don't know. Did he?
I believe he did.
I need to check.
I don't know if he did.
I thought he beat him.
And then you go out and you beat Tiger Woods?
I don't know.
Augusta National?
I guess we're going to find out real soon who's right here. I thought he did beat him.
That sounds right.
Got to remember, we're also dealing with like Tiger at the end of a 72-hole tournament.
And not in contention.
Body breaking down a little bit. Yeah.
And then he had the viral moment where he's sitting in Butler Cabin just looking off to someone in the side, which was maybe his most viral moment that he'll ever have in his life.
He packed a few into it, into 4 days.
He had a great time. So big congrats to the big ship,
That's
Neal
awesome.
Shipley.
Yeah, good for him.
On the big tour next year. I will guarantee you this. I'm in a one and done. I know that you're in a one and done where you pick a PGA Tour player every week throughout the season. Neal Shipley will be on my big board. He will be a one and done at some point next year.
Got to have him. He'll be in these events on the fall swing. It's a good time to use him. It's not everybody's going to be out there. Come right back at
Sanderson Farms.
Yeah, I don't know if your one and done is like mine, that we don't stop.
Oh, you don't? No, we just start. We start at the Tournament of Champions.
Oh no, That's amateur play right there.
I know it is.
You got to pack it in.
We don't even play for anything monetary. But the four of us who are in the one and done, we play for drinks after a round of golf after we've all played. Okay. I said, well, why don't the two, because it's a team event. It's you and another player against you, Austin, would be on another team with another guy. It'd be me and Isaiah against you and Reimer. Season money total.
Yeah.
The two guys with the highest money total. And I said, well, why don't the losers just pay for the round of golf and drinks afterwards?
That's monetary.
I know, but it's just a round of drinks. What we pay
and if
for.
those are the pairings, Austin and I are running away.
Yeah,
with it.
You have absolutely no chance.
I'm currently the leader in our one and done. All right, don't sleep on Isaiah right next to you. All right.
I know. I don't know what he's like as a golfer.
How much money have you made this year?
Like $12.5 million.
Okay, well he's $4 million ahead of me this year. Never mind.
I picked Rory to win the Masters.
Oh, well,
I picked it 3 weeks before. I said, "Give me Rory for the Masters."
Chalk.
Did you pick Rory for your one and done for the Masters?
That's real chalk. Betting on Rory to win the Masters.
Yeah, it sounds like chalk now.
Ryan, did you find us some information on the final round?
I did.
Okay, what do you got?
Shipley was 1 over in his final round. I don't know that I want to say Tigers.
Oh, so he did beat him.
Yeah, he did beat him.
Beat him handedly.
5 over, 6 over?
5 over.
Okay. I mean, I would kill to play 5 over at Augusta National.
Absolutely.
I would just kill to just be down there and play golf.
I don't think Tiger views success in the same lens as you.
No, he doesn't. I don't think so. Not at least in that scope. Before we get out of here today, also got a Buckeye non-conference basketball schedule. Austin, the Ohio State basketball season officially in the regular season begins November 3rd against IU Indy, which I believe used to be Ooey Pooey, and then they rebranded.
I can't believe they didn't like it.
Purdue, Fort Wayne, Appalachian State, Notre Dame, Western Michigan, Mount St. Mary's. All those are at home. You're at Pitt. You play West Virginia. In Cleveland for a doubleheader. North Carolina, CBS Sports Classic. Grambling State, December 23rd at home. And then your last non-conference game, Valentine's Day date with Virginia.
I hope Mount St. Mary's brings my favorite mascot with them for that clash.
Oh,
Emmett S. Berg.
Your guy.
My guy.
You love him.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I hope he's doing well.
Favorite in your book than Steamboat?
Yeah, of course.
It's in there.
Yeah, you've been working on it.
I have. I'm trying to find out everything I possibly can about the state of Wyoming.
We are, 15 days away from Wyoming at Akron. Been texting just constantly with Wyoming Athletic Director Tom Berman. He said, you didn't buy tickets, did you? No. I said, no, not yet. I said, we got your passes. Don't worry.
Look at you go.
Cool.
Are you going to wear the Connor Stallions
What a
glasses
flex.
allegedly on the sidelines?
I asked if I needed to be the ball boy, but I'm not going to put on those glasses.
What
I'm
about
not-
can we get you to run out and get a tee after the kickoff?
I'll do anything. Whatever they want from me.
Even better, can we get Liberty to run out and grab a tee?
Well, that would probably be better. I don't think she would pull a muscle like Dad would. She would do backflips for that.
Austin, had a great time with you this week. Let's chat again on Tuesday, shall we?
I'll be here.
Murph and I will be at Yogi's in Grandview tomorrow. The Inside Edge is up next, right here on The Fan.
Matty Ice is currently bathing himself in creamy jalapeno dip. And I've officially run out of ways to tease this show. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with the team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com, 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill, when your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill, because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway, and you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint with their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind. It's a front row seat to the big game. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizzas, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen, and so big you won't believe it. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint, and the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Experience Buckeye game day like never before. Welcome to the 1922 Club, the most exclusive space inside Ohio Stadium, where luxury meets tradition in the heart of Buckeye Nation. Enjoy upscale food and beverages and a game day atmosphere like no other. Create lasting memories with friends and mingling with other Buckeye fans, and celebrate every OHIO in ultimate comfort. Become a member of the 1922 Club today. Memberships are limited. Visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
They're trained. They're prepared. Let's do it. They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics